Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. It's an interesting pair of mountains over there on the one side.
Praised be the prophet Leviathan!
Huh. I seem to have encountered some sort of
Come on, come closer.
bandit camp, and I was trying to block its shots just now. That's why I was just sort of standing there for a bit. I just completely messed up the timing, so it just was not impressive at all.
Let's charge!
Damn, got them all. Oh, for crying out loud. That was just bad timing. Like, right at the moment when I left the invincible frame is when he brought the hammer down. Man, these guys have a lot of onions between them. Just snacking onions, I guess. Let's see, some sort of expedition here. Looking at a palace ruin, which I'm guessing got interrupted by the bandits here. Must have just killed them all, took their stuff. Didn't even take this stuff anywhere, just have it just set up in their camp, and now it's theirs. Alright, looks like might have been doing some research into Creganon and Laradonan. That's how the whole mess with the Elder Blood started, incidentally. Like, Laradonan was basically the result of 1,000 years of elven, well, no easy way to put this, selective breeding. They wanted someone who would be able to easily pierce the veil between worlds. Because while it used to be easy for anyone to do it, and to bring a lot of people with them, it eventually became difficult after the conjunction of spheres. Everything just sort of smacked into one another and bounced off, I guess.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Might be the best way of putting it. But yeah, the elves used to make great use of the fact that they could travel between worlds. But then the conjunction happened. All the worlds got cut off from one another, and suddenly the elves couldn't just wander around quite so easily anymore. That's what split off the Enshe from the NL. And incidentally, the NL are not native to their world. The Enshe, this is their world, and humans are just intruders upon it. Here we go. I think I found the place of power now. But yeah, so Laradonan was supposed to be the last step in crafting a new elf who would be able to move more easily between the worlds and take a lot of others with her. But she screwed up. She fell in love with a human who was not on the recommended breeding list. And then Kurganon's children, unwanted by the elves after this immense failure. Looks like I'll be coming back here later. Oh, hang on. I seem to have stumbled into one of the Witcher Grandmaster locations.
Say something.
That was a Barghest, which is another monster that returns from the first game after being out of the games for a while. Apparently there's another monster around here. Oh, no. Spoke too soon. Alright, but yes, there is another Barghest nearby. Nice. But yeah, I definitely have to explore this place. Witcher gear's gonna be around here somewhere. Anyway. So the thing is that, well, as it turns out, the Elder Blood gene, the full expression of it, is not one gene, but more like two. And so after skipping several generations, two people who were distantly related by that point, but who had one of each gene, ended up marrying and giving birth to Ciri, who has the full expression of the Elder Blood. That's the wrong sign I was using. Luckily, it turns out to have been useful to have the Quen shield up anyway. Man, they're really going after me. Doesn't help that wraiths also love jumping in behind you. Come on, one left. Get back here. Oh, for crying out loud. Almost got a new permanent charge on my sword. I just had to do the double triple attack. Anyway, let's get it fixed up again. There we go. Sword's back up to good condition. But yeah, so Ciri is extremely powerful in a way that only Lara Dunnan was back in her day. And that is why the NL wanted to kidnap her and force her to bear a child with one of their own.
Satchel looks like it belonged to a Witcher.
In order to... Oh, hey. That's half the Grandmaster stuff.
Adam came to Toussaint at Vesemir's request. Interesting. Too bad things ended here for this wolf. Not many of us left alive.
Nice. Since we got the part of the gear, we got a status update for the quest, and so now I've got it back without having to, or now I can make it the active quest.
The bodies. Seems they were running for the exit.
Ah, this is where I started. guess some of the gear must be around here somewhere. So, yeah, that was a cut.
A witcher. Brought the ceiling down to bury his foes. Ended up burying himself, too.
That took me way too long to find. But eventually I did. So now I got the woven gear. And I am done with this location. Looks like there's another spot down here in the southeast. Down along the river. But yeah, worth noting that the books end with Ciri defying her destiny, defying all the expectations that she will have children who will rule the world. Maybe put a halt to the Ithilie's, the prophesized Ice Age. In the end, she just sort of left. Sort of like this Wraith. What's even going on with this guy? Where do you want to be? Alright, and there's the other one. Come on. Ah, nuts. Instant death, so I couldn't finish charging up my sword. Oh well. Wonder why the dotted line wants me to go straight to the right here. And now backwards. Alright, looks like this is some guarded treasure. A bunch of vampire types. Vampire types who completely knocked my health down to practically nothing. So yeah, I am stepping away from them for the moment until my health has a chance to regenerate. And now I am going back in there after having drank 2 potions and gotten my Quen shield up. Alright, well that's one problem taken care of. There's 2 problems taken care of. Yeah, I am not liking that scream attack of theirs. And I'm certainly not liking how much damage it does. And I'm especially not liking how fast this thing moves. Not just in terms of how fast it swings, but also how mobile it is on the battlefield here. Still, pulled it off. Didn't manage to get any charges because of how much damage I took. And I pulled it off. Almost poisoned myself with all these potions, but I pulled it off. Alright, and it looks like this is also connected to that other expedition we found. Looks like the 3 locations, the ruins and the 2 expedition spots with all of the gear, are all related to one another. I just really wanted to know what was in the middle of these elven ruins and what they had to do with Kurganon and Laradonan. But there is no real quest attached to any of it. And so it's just sort of a curiosity, rather than anything more significant. Oh great, what's this now? More wraiths. Might have known. But man, these guys are potent out here on the edge of the map. Level 101 by the looks of it, which explains why I'm having difficulty. Incidentally, I think I mentioned this before, but the level cap for the game is 100. And so, yeah, these guys are meant to be difficult even if and when you reach the level cap. Alright, 9 charges now. If I can take this guy down without getting hit. Finally, there it is. I can finally get a new charge on my sword after all that fighting I've done. I'm at level 96, so it's not that far off. But hey, looks like there's only, I believe, 4 more charges, because it's 2 points per thing. 4 more charges till I get caught up. And then another 6 levels or so before I no longer need to charge my sword. Looks like my adrenaline's nice and full too. Don't really use adrenaline for anything. I can, but I don't. Mostly what I use it for is that passive boost to, damn, there's a lot of these guys. The passive boost to the instant death chance. I believe it's like 2 or 3% per bar, and there's up to 3 adrenaline bars. So, you know, it's not all that much, but it is a chance per hit. And that adds up after a time. And now we're back to the arachnomorphs and all their little running away tactics. There's a big one. Can't really let them stay at range either. Because if you do, they'll either charge you or spit webbing at you. Oh, come on. Yeah, nice. All that effort with the other guys, and with the arachnomorphs, just 2 quick charges, one after the other. It's another, what, 2 more? Till my next level? So we are approaching the White Slayer. Figured I would do that since I'm in the area. Nice. Oh, and there is another foglet up there. Got me, though. Come on. Stop disappearing and go for me. I dare ya. But yeah, now that we're closer to where we need to be, the monsters are a lot weaker. Of course, the landscape's getting a lot more creepy now that we're near the White Slayer. But before we do that, there's another guarded treasure and another couple of foglets who are doing the guarding. Nice. He was trying to divide and flee, but it did not work out for him. And there's another permanent charge. Looks like another foglet, too. Come on, then. I think the fake ones can still do damage if you let them hit. Yeah, the real trouble with foglets is that they don't stagger when you hit them. Smeagol? Someone has stolen my dearest, my treasure, my spoon. That's a weird Lord of the Rings reference. I guess there's a golden spoon somewhere in the White Slayer that we can find. Or whatever he was complaining about. So yeah, let's do it. Got a new road marker here.
Bar guests. Never a good omen.
They really aren't. One of those things that appear before someone dies.
Regis' raven wasn't lying. The spoon was all
Of course, the worst thing about the Barghests is that they've got the moveset of a wolf. So they can be really hard to pin down. Though not impossible.
stench.
Come on. There. In case you were wondering, I'm seeing those sound circles, which means there are enemies in the area. And you know, I've got 8 charges. I want to see if I can max out this sword before the going into the White's Abode. Oh, nice. I just might. Oh. Did you see that? Stabbed him right in the groin. Nasty way to die. I would have done it, but I get another level. So now I still got a ways more to go.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
It's not a message that I can figure out.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
What's this? Oh. Hair growing on her breasts. Families. Oh dear. Losing her mind.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Tried to set it on fire, but by then it was too late.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Seems to remember about the spoons at least.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Clearly just... Ooh.
Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Looks like I might have a use for that later.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
But yet, no spoon you have will sate you, so maybe just don't bother with the spoon.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
What's this? I see. So she wanted to get back at the Marlene. That's her name. Wanted to get back at that herbalist who didn't help. Thought she might have been the one responsible.
Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
If the herbalist wasn't responsible, she wanted to get those ruffians to her table, forced them to eat with her, to break the curse.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
He's starting to repeat himself.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
Looks like there's another way we can go. Might be something over here. Sounds like some sort of monster in the depths.
Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years.
Okay, no way through there, but, yeah, this chamber is just... the bottom is lined with spoons.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
I know he's repeating himself, but also some of the spoons have been unique.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Table set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
Technical difficulties.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Wardrobe's the only place to hide. This part of the quest is not a choice. And now we wait. Nasty. Now this part of the quest is a choice.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
No spoons.
spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Looks like that did something.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Got a big old pile of experience for that one. And also my toxicity went up by up to 50. That was some poisonous stuff. Alright, looks like the white really... Oh, hang on. Fell into the fountain, looks like, but kept going. Oh, Argus in the way. Again. Come on, back here. You wanted to attack me, right? You too, huh? Nice. Marlene.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Must have been suffering from the curse for quite a while.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Well, that was an awfully familiar musical leitmotif. Reminds me of the other DLC. Anyway, that's brought us back here to Corvo Bianco. Oh, yeah, we got another painting here. Knight returning from his quest. Might be good to put in the little food annex here.
I thank you. So tasty. Oh, so good.
Don't eat too fast, you'll get a stomachache. Yeah, let's rest here. Get all of these neat bonuses. More vitality, experience gain, an extra bomb from the alchemy lab, and more stamina for Roach. All of that lasting at least 1 hour, real-time hour.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought, with all the work on Corvo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here, and we've course to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I gonna produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
All right. Looks like Marlena is still eating. Let's just leave her to it. And worry about other stuff for the rest of this video. We will have a chance to check in with her again afterwards, by the way. But for now... No, that's right. We got a set of Grandmaster gear. And the Wolfen Grandmaster gear is somewhat unique, because the regular Wolfen gear is technically a DLC. I say technically because it's a free DLC that automatically attaches to your game. But it did come out after the main game came out, and so
Here is such that one is never hungover.
we don't need any of the previous pieces
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
to make the Wolven gear.
Managed to find something already.
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. This is good. This at last will earn me the title of Grandmaster. I thank you, Witcher.
What do you have on offer?
All right, we've made his day. Now it's time for him to make ours. First, we've got a whole bunch of armor and weapons to sell off. Well, he's run out of money. But that's okay, he's gonna get more. Because Grandmaster gear is kind of expensive. Looks like we'll need infused slizzard hide and an enriched dimeridium plate. Let's get through get the glyphs all written out here first. Alright, that's that done. Now, infused slizzard hide and enriched dimeridium plate. Requires 2 enriched dimeridium ore. 2 each to make an ingot. And then 2 ingots to make a plate. And infused slizzard hide requires an infused crystal and the previous expensive stuff. And that's the boots. Grandmaster armor, 2 hides, 2 dimeridium plates, and then looks like 1 monster stomach. Which means we're going to have to dismantle some stuff. In particular, we should be dismantling some monster parts in order to get the exact monster parts we need. Monster parts being further down here, towards the bottom. Whoops. Clicked in the wrong direction and it just went wild. Alright, monster stomach. I assume that it's one of the parts we get specifically from this DLC area because I don't have a lot of it. Oh, acid extract. Need some of that. I think I get it from the Archospore stuff. Not seeing the monster stomach. Well, one thing I can do is sell off some more weapons. Alright, looks like we also need some orichalcum ore, which is made from orichalcum. And also from green gold. Curious stuff. Alright, that's 1 more enriched dimeridium plate. And I'm pretty sure it's less expensive to, yeah, it's less expensive to, buy the pieces and have them crafted. But what? Monster stomach. I need to find a monster stomach. I'm sure I've killed something that gave me its stomach. It's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Cockatrice stomach. Huh. Gives me some monster saliva too. Alright, that's that. Nice. And from there I need the gauntlets. One enriched dimeridium ore. I can handle that. And then trousers. Yeah, I'm just paying for the stuff now. I got enough money. I mean, I'm actually kind of starting to run low at this point, but I've still got enough money. There it is, all the gear and the steel sword. And now this shopkeeper is rich as hell.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
She looked at me all right. Looked right at me.
Anyway, I got some junk that also needs selling.
I stock the well.
Show me where you...
Yeah, look at all this stuff. Wines I don't need. Unusual foodstuffs. Oh, and the horse gear. Although, I might want those blinders. They might suit the Geralt of Rivia heraldry better than the one I've got. Did find a bunch of spoons. One way you can get your hands on green gold is by deconstructing green gold jewelry. Oh, what the hell? Let's jump in near the top. Rude. Here we go. Take a load off the processor.
So long.
Alright, but we got the good stuff now. Grandmaster gear. Much better than this enhanced Viper armor I've got. Yeah, look at that. It's looking nice. I don't have enough armor dye for every part, but I can at least cover the chest piece. Yeah, look at that. Woven armor. Spiky. And I've got the Witcher gear bonus again. Haven't had this since the beginning of the game when I was in the regular game's Woven, or Grandmaster Woven gear. And the Woven Steel Sword deals a little bit more damage than Iris. There it is on Geralt's back.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
It's just a shame that it's at night. Can't fully take it in just yet. Anyway, gotta go talk with Regis, but we'll leave that for next time.